Hi everyone, and thank you for coming through. Right now it's noon. I'm taking a break. I'm actually on a lunch break at work, and this is one of I'm behind one of the locations of where I work, and I found this cool little guy right here. So every now and then, well, when I have breaks, I come and hang out with him and feed him. I have no idea who the owner is, but the guy seems pretty lonely, or girl. I can't tell which is which. But it's a real cool dog, and I'm just here hanging out, and I decided to make a video today. Talk about sun gazing. I haven't made a sun gazing video in a long time, and there's a reason for that. In this video, I'm gonna talk about my whole evolution of sun gazing. I'll kind of sum it up and tell you where I'm at right now with it, and I'll give you some thoughts, some of my thoughts about it. And this video, it's gonna center around safety with sun gazing because that's what the issue that I've had with it this year, this earlier this year. So yeah, so that's what this video is gonna be about. Now I've been sun gazing ever since around 2015. Early 2015 is about where I started sun gazing, and I've experimented with a lot of different things in regards to sun gazing. The length of time that I do it, um, when I do it, like for example, doing it first sunrise, like it's strongly recommended, encouraged by everyone. It's like the standard. And but me, in the beginning, I broke all those rules. I did it like instead of like what they say you're supposed to do is you start like 5 seconds and then you gradually a couple of seconds per day over a year. And here Ratan Manik, HRM, he says that you do it for like 9 months and then you ground yourself. And honestly, like back then in the beginning, I thought that was just kind of it was like a random. I didn't see the logic in it. I didn't believe it. I didn't really buy it. But now I'm kind of thinking more into that and wondering if he knew something that I didn't know. Uh, because even myself right now, like I've been sun gazing ever since 2015. And when I say sun gazing, I'm talking like with dedication, not just something that I do here and there when I think about it. I'm talking like on average every single day, about 20-minute average every day for the past ever since 2015. That's how I've been doing it. So like that's the average. And some days back in the beginning, some days I did it for like an hour at a time, sometimes even 2 hours at a time, when I was really trying to acquaint myself with it and learn about it, because I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I was just kind of experimenting, and as things happen, I would take notes to myself. I would think about how I felt and what I experienced, and it took me on a really long journey. Different things happen, and I've been updating you through my videos and telling you what I've experienced, even though a lot of what I have experienced, it's really difficult to put into words, but I try my best. And like probably around my second year of sun gazing, I did it so much that I came to find out that I had issues with my eyes. Actually, my eyes felt fine, but let the doctor tell it I was doing too much with it, and I needed to slow down. But I felt fine, and I backed off and I did it less. I didn't do like 2 hour sessions anymore, even though those 2 hour sessions were really intense and really cool. I went to just about 30 minutes per day average. And some days you have rainy days, some days you're busy, so that that whole average goes down to like 20 minutes per day average over ever since 2015, the past 6 years. And you know, like life has taken me here and there. It moves me a lot, you know, especially for the type of work that I do. So you know, as life changes, I adapt, and I alter what I do and change what I do based on where I am. Like about a year and a half ago, I lived in the city, like right in the heart of the city. This guy, right in the heart of the city. So I had to alter how I was doing things and how I was living. And now I'm in the country. I'm in like really like a place where I need to be. Not exciting, you know, but it's where I need to be. I need to at least be based here. You know, I could always go outside for excitement. But lately, I guess the thing I want to talk about in this video as of lately in regards to sun gazing is that not lately, but this past year, earlier this year, I decided, like around January, I decided that I wanted to dedicate the year and fix my feet. And what I mean by fix my feet, like there's nothing, I have any big problem with my feet, but like a athlete's foot. I want my feet perfect. I don't want yellow nails. So what I did was I decided, after lots of research and looking into it, I decided that the best thing to do uh, was to go to a doctor and see if they had like a fast quick fix to get rid of my athlete's foot, because I've had it for a pretty long time. Throughout my 20s, I was an athlete, a pretty dedicated athlete, where I worked out multiple times per day. So I'm spending hours a day, almost every single day, with my feet soaking wet. I sweat profusely back then, and I did this for a whole decade. And after I after I finished with that and I moved on to another part of my life, I didn't exercise as intensely and as much, and I didn't do all the sweating. My feet, so I figured that my feet would heal up on their own, but they never did. Uh, it actually kind of got worse. I moved to a different environment where the weather was cold, and it kind of blocks you from the outdoors a lot more than where I was. Where I was close, almost close to a subtropical area. I'm from Alabama, United States. Alabama, Georgia. I lived in Georgia also. Those areas don't get too cold. So, but here where I am, higher latitudes. I'm in South Korea. Um, your summers are much shorter, so you have less access to the outdoors. I mean, unless you do some adapting, which I've been doing some adapting. I made a video not that long ago about cold adaptation, and that's a really powerful healing modality. Cold adaptation. That's on the magnetism side of the house. And I was talking about earlier about HRM and grounding yourself to the ground. He said to ground yourself. You do 9 months of sun gazing, and then you ground yourself for 9 months, and then it's complete. I think I need to go back and read into that and learn like exactly what he meant. Maybe I'll talk about it more and make a video in the future about it. But yeah. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor prescribed that I take medication for a whole year. Uh, by mouth, antifungal medication to get rid of athlete's foot. That's the standard prescription that they give you in that case, and it really goes against all I believe. I've always believed, not always, but at this point in my life, this part of my life, at least the past decade, I've gotten away from unnatural things and taking any basically staying away from hospitals and that whole system. That whole system is the devil to me. But I figured that that's what I needed to do at this point, because, well, I knew the alternative. The alternative is to go to the equator and spend time there and spend lots of time in the sun, wearing sandals and this type of thing. And I'm aware that it would take probably 2 or 3 years for that to heal me. But I at this point in my life, I can't. I'm not able to be there for 2 and 3 years. You know, I want to do that. I want to do that in the future. It's on my list, but I'm at this point I can't. So I decided to go for that quick fix and take the antifungal medication for a year to get rid of my athlete's foot. Well, early this year I started that off around January, and around 3 months into it, I just felt funny. I didn't feel good, and but I tried to persevere and tough it out. Um, my the first issue I had was my skin. My skin noticeably got a lot worse. Um, it made me look dramatically a lot older, like in a very short period of time. And I didn't know whether it was natural or what, but I knew it was accelerated faster than any other point in life. So that was really concerning to me. And the other issue, which was even worse than that, was that I had my vision dramatically got worse over that time period. And again, I just kind of, it didn't happen like overnight, so I didn't really notice it. But I knew it, but it wasn't a quick notice. It wasn't really acute, so I didn't notice it that quick. But I noticed it, and I noticed I was trying to read things. I go into places, and it'd be much darker than usual. And I was thinking that is it the sun gazing? But I know it's not the sun gazing because I've done it ever since 2000 and the beginning of 2015. So for 6 years and haven't had issues. Actually, vision pretty good. Vision, no issues. Actually, in some ways, my vision is better. I'm not saying like 2020 that type of thing, but more like I see things. The sun gazing has allowed me to see things that I was not seeing before, like the way I see colors and things of this nature, and other energy that I can see off of people and just other things. The sun gazing gave me that type of ability. And yeah, it really worried me about my vision. And also I was doing it concurrently while sun gazing. So the natural worry was that the sun gazing was causing that, but I know that couldn't be the case because I knew that I just started that antifungal medication just 2 months prior. So it just totally made sense that that's what it was. And around that time, early this year, I went down a really deep rabbit hole. I found a guru. He's actually passed away. Hey guy, check him out. Check him out. He's so cute, or she's so cute. I gotta find out this dog's sex. Calling it, don't know what to call it. But yeah, I found this guru. Really interesting guys. His name's Delbert, Dr. Delbert Blair, and I found him on YouTube. And once I found him, I just went on a binge of watching his videos. Just went down his rabbit hole about the way he sees life and things like this. And he he died a few years ago. The guy's pretty brilliant. He's really out there, out of the box with his thinking, and a lot of it is really out there. It really kind of puts you out into just open space where you don't know where you are. You're kind of with them, and then he puts you out in open space, and you realize that you're in some really deep new territory, and it's really opens your mind. It's really mind opening. I guess that's what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, I went down this rabbit hole to learn some really cool things. He talks about lots of things and he ties things together. And I love gurus and people that can take what's known and tie it together, because there's nothing new under the sun. Everything has been discovered already. Everything's been done already. And it's just a matter of a lot of things, just a matter of tying these things up, putting things that are already known, putting them together, and innovate ideas. And he was one of those people that did that. And he talked about melanin. He talked about melanin, the melanin that's in our eyes and our skin. And the reason why I'm talking about that now in the video, because it's relevant in regards to sun gazing. When you sun gaze, one thing that happens, one adaptation that happens, is that your eyes build melanin. Melanin is a major part of the eye that absorbs light. And Melanin is a big job of melanin is to absorb UV, and that's kind of a clue that the eyes, one of the eyes' job is to absorb UV light and use, transform that UV light into a current. I learned through Dr. Jack Cruz that the UV light through your eyes is transformed into a current. I'm not, it's so the eye uses, we know the eye uses UV light, and melanin proves that partially. And he's real big on talking about melanin, and the secrets behind melanin, the even like some of the esoteric things in regards to melanin. And one thing that he said that really stood out to me was that any type of pharmaceutical drug and medication, even street drugs, etc., they destroy melanin. And that really rang a bell with me. It really made a lot of sense to me. And once that thought clicked in my head, once I tied those thoughts together, I realized you got to stop taking this stuff. You can't take this stuff for a whole year as prescribed. So after about 4 months, I let it go, and also I stopped sun gazing. I stopped sun gazing for about three months, and it was really what's the word? Um, it was really offsetting to me when I did that, to take those three months away from sun gazing after doing it continuously for over 6 years. So I really didn't feel like myself, and I felt like a big part of me was missing after I took that break. And I took the break to allow my eyes to heal, because I figured that even though I figured that it was the medication, the sun gazing the sun gazing was probably exacerbating the my circumstances, my eyes, and what my vision, and this type of all this stuff that was going on. And I I resumed sun gazing about a month ago, about a month or two ago. I did it. I stopped for about almost 4 months, and my vision made a lot of healing over that time. So I'm pretty sure that it was drugs. You know, um, I you know One of my strong beliefs, and is it's just intuitive and instinctive, is to stay away from the hospital, and that whole system, and stay as natural as possible, stay connected to the earth, learn the secrets of nature, all of the secrets, and let that place be your last resort. And yeah, I'm back to doing the sun gazing now. I just started back, this past the past month or so, and it's like reuniting with a really cool, really powerful, really all wise, incredible friend, and it's been pretty cool. And I've been focusing on the magnetic side of the house. With this time I have taken away from sun gazing, I've been focusing on the magnetic side of things, and the grounding, and taking ice baths, being cold adapting myself, which again is a really powerful thing. Um, for the past for the past over 3 months, I've taken ice baths every morning. Wake up 6 a.m. every morning, taking ice baths for and it depends on the temperature, for how long I stay in the ice baths. But if it's if it's close to freezing, I only do like 10 minutes, something around there. If it's significantly above freezing, then I dramatically increase the amount of time that I'm willing to do it. And I'm slowly making the adaptations, and I'm slowly feeling a lot better and better. And I learned that that's one way to increase your ability to deal with and handle the sun. And also, it's an incredible healing modality. It gets rid of a lot of inflammation, and inflammation kind of blocks your circuit of how you're able to receive the electrical energy of the sun. And it's not all about just the electrical energy. It's about those other energies. But I'm just, talking about the physical body at the moment. So that's my update on what's going on with sun gazing. Uh, I'm back. I feel incredible. I feel great, and just a learning point. We that journeys start and they finish. There's a beginning. There's an end to everything. Nothing lasts forever, and there's a peak. Sometimes there's multiple peaks. You just gotta kind of know and pay attention, keep your ear on the ground for what's to come, and just really pay attention and take notes in life. And so it's it has just been a really cool experience, and I've learned a whole lot. And I don't know if my whole sun gazing experience may end soon, or it may carry on for another decade, or it may carry on as a lifelong thing. But my mind is not closed. I'm listening. I'm paying attention. And if it's time to stop tomorrow, I'll do that. If it was time to stop, many years ago, I would have done that too. But I feel that my journey is to continue, so that's what I'm doing. Thank you so much for watching my video. Peace, and me and the doggy are saying goodbye. So y'all take care out there. I'm gone.